What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. This is my man Hunter. He's one of my newest barbers at Klutch. He's been cutting for about 2 months, and I promised him I would put him on the channel for his next haircut, so he's long overdue. Guys, we're gonna clean up the curls, cut the sides down, do a nice high taper, a little bit of enhancements on the vertical bars. I hope it's helpful for you guys. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, we got most of the top section out of the way. We're going to start on this side because as you can see there's a design that he got last time in the side of his head. So the goal here is to cut this side down until we get rid of the design. Then we'll know what to do on the rest of the head. If we cut the other side first, say we did it as a 4 on the sides, did the taper, come over here and we cut it with the 4 on the sides and we don't get rid of that design, we're going to have to redo the whole other side of the head. So we're going to start on this side. We're going to start with a 4. It's all the way closed. Come in with a 3 closed after that. It's not going to quite take it away, so we will come in with a 2 open underneath that, and that's going to end up being the length on the sides. Now we're going to come in with our Slimline Pros and start our first bald guideline. We're going to start from the top of the ear to the bottom of the vertical bar. And you guys see his head shape, it's a little bit longer. His taper is going to be a little more vertical than normal. Everybody's head shape different. So we're going to go from the top of the ear, like I said, to the top of the bar. I am going to readjust this line and make it a little bit more curved so that the taper goes up in there. We went ahead and balded out everything underneath. We'll come in with our shaver and get it on the skin, and we can start our first step. Now for our first step, this is the Gamma X Ergo with the taper blade. We'll go up about a ½ an inch with the lever all the way open. We're gonna go through it a couple times to make sure that that guideline is consistent, and then we can start to work that line out from the bottom. Now this is another Gamma X Ergo, guys. This has the fusion blade on it, so it is super short, and we're gonna be able to take out that bald guideline with this. Then we'll immediately jump to our other X Ergo with the taper blade somewhere in the middle and work the last dark spots out in the middle of this section. Then we'll play with our lever, starting long and removing any dark spots that are left behind. Then we can move on to the 1. Now we're going to move on to the open 1. We're going to go up another ½ inch. You guys can slightly see this guideline, but we're cutting into a 2, so there's not such a drastic guideline that you guys can see. So we're going to go up a ½ inch, set in our guideline. We'll immediately close this clipper up and start to take the line out in between with the 1 guard closed. Now there's a slight guideline left in between these 2 sections, so we're going to come in with our ½ guard halfway open, and you'll see just a couple of strokes will lighten that up and we can move on. Now we cut with an open 2 to begin with, so we're going to use a closed 2 to start to attack this last line that will connect the taper all together. So we're going to use a closed 2 here. We're going to go behind the ear and go ahead and cut it down as well. I did not do that with the open 2, so we'll do the closed 2, connect the rest of the side to the taper. Then we'll go ahead and work our way back down through all the guards, the 1.5, the 1, the ½ guard, and an open clipper until we're happy with how this side looks. I'm gonna brush the hair out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and edge up the vertical bar. You guys see he does not have a super strong vertical bar here. I'm just gonna edge it up. You really can't even hardly tell that I did so. We'll come in and add some enhancements at the end. Alright guys, moving on to the other side, we're going to do the same exact steps, and like I said before, now we know how short to cut this side down. You guys see we could have rocked a 4 on this side, and then we would have got to the other side and it wouldn't have been short enough. So we're just going to do the same exact steps, 4, 3, 2, we'll knock out the high taper, and I'll get back with you guys on the back. So just follow along with the color guide in the bottom corner. But real quick guys, go follow my man in the video. His name is Hunter. His Instagram is Oil Can Cuts. I'm going to put it in the corner. He is one of 2 of my new barbers, guys. They are my walk-in barbers at the shop. Most of my other guys do appointments, so these guys are here to grind out the walk-ins, and so far he is loving it. I had promised him a haircut a few weeks ago, and we finally got around to it. So I have another new barber that will be on the channel soon. He has a undercut with curls on top. His name is Jason, so you guys stay tuned for that. And I'm stoked, guys. I've been back to 3 videos a week. You saw that I switched it up. We're doing a tutorial, an unboxing, and a review, and Topic Tuesday. So I appreciate all you guys that watch all my content. The channel is on the up. You know, I've been down a little bit lately with the numbers, and that's not why I do it, but at the same time, guys, it takes a lot of time, and I just have to make sure that it's worth it at the end of the day. All right, moving on to the back, we'll do the same exact steps. We're gonna go ahead and punch in our ball guideline. If you guys see right to the right where I stopped the guideline, I see a little bit of a light spot. So we'll go ahead and take it all the way up to that light spot. If you guys don't do that, when you start your taper, you will see those inconsistencies in your open section. So go ahead and bald it out. You don't wanna go too high. I usually don't go higher than the bottom of the ear, but you guys see we took it a little bit higher so we have consistent hair to work with. Now we'll go ahead and bald it out. We can start our first step. Now we're gonna come in with the open clipper about 3/4 of an inch. Guys, we have a little bit more room on the back so we can stretch this a little bit bigger. You can see we're gonna make a consistent guideline all the way across, and then same as the sides, we'll start with the X ergo with the fusion blade, all the way closed at the bottom to get the bald line out, and then we'll come back with this clipper halfway open and work the line out in the middle. Now we're gonna go up another 3/4 of an inch with a 1 guard all the way open and set our next guideline. Immediately after that, we can come in and start to work that line out from the bottom. We will use a 1 guard closed about 2/3 up into this section, and then the half guard will take the last line out at the bottom of the section. Now same as the side guides, we cut everything down with the 2 guard open, so we'll attack this last line with the 2 closed, and then the 1.5 will take any hint of a line out that is left underneath that. Now, as usual, since we've been through all our steps, we will work our way all the way back down through the system, and we're just polishing out any dark spots that you see. So we're back to the one open, now closed, and we're just looking for anything that's dark that we can get out. and if the guard doesn't get it out, we go down one further until we get those lines out. So I saw something right over there where we were working. I believe I'll come back in with a 1.5, but you guys just want to adjust here. You want to try something. If it doesn't take the line out, try that next guard until you're happy with the blend. Now we're gonna move on to the lineup. Guys, we're gonna work this straight line straight down the back of the neck. Then you'll see I'll have my middle finger in front of his ear, giving me something to pivot, and I will use that to pivot the trimmer around his ear and make a nice, perfect circle without going too high. We'll go over the line once or twice until we're happy with it, and then we can move on to the shear work on top. Alright guys, so we're going to saturate the hair, we're going to section it straight down the middle, and the goal here is to make sure that none of the hair on top can hang over the sides. So that's going to give us a guide to go off of to cut the rest of the top. Now I'm going to pull all that hair straight out to the edge. You can see my middle finger is flush with the side of his head. That's going to take all of that hair to the maximum length at the very edge of his head where it cannot hang over and basically be an undercut. So you'll see as soon as I get done, we'll be able to comb that forward. It will lay right into the 4 that we started with. We'll do that all the way around on both sides, and then you'll see how we cut the top after that. Now you'll see when we pull our section up, hair is going to fall out on each end that we already connected to each side, and it's going to leave a peak right in the middle. So we'll just take that square straight across. Everything will be nice and even, nothing can hang over, and we'll have a consistent length throughout the whole top. Now you guys see when we pull the hair up from the back, we over direct the front because it grows out of the front of his forehead. So to make sure it's consistent, we're gonna pull it down in the front right here. I just grip it between my fingers. You can see the guide that I already cut. And we're just gonna make a nice consistent hairline all the way across. Now guys, this is a moisturizing curl cream. I'm gonna put it in his hair before I blow dry it. You can see it's already making it curl back up, and it also gives some protection from all the heat we're gonna put on it with the blow dryer. And guys, this is the Gamma XL blow dryer. If you didn't see my video unboxing and reviewing it, definitely go check it out. I'll put it in the card up above. Now we're just going to do a light enhancement in the corner. You guys saw he did not have a super drastic vertical bar. This is Tomb45 Black Brown. Obviously, guys, he has brown hair, and this is the Klutch version 2 enhancement card. If you guys didn't cop one, head over to Seancutshair.com and grab one. Guys, I have limited amounts of the black left, so if you guys want one, now's the time to go grab it. I don't know when I'll be getting more. But you can see we do a light coat just to enhance the vertical bar. Still looks natural. Now we'll come in with our razor, get that line nice and tight, finish styling the rest of the way, and you guys can check out the finished product. Alright guys, we're going to throw some Marmara matte clay in. You guys can see I use my fingers to scrunch the hair back up and really bring the curl back out. And at the very end, I'll use my hand almost like a curl sponge. And you see that's just going to lift it and really bring that curl. Alright guys, there's my man Hunter before. You can see he was drastically needing a haircut. I put it off for too long, but we got him right. And there you go guys, finished product, high taper, curls on top, a little bit of color enhancement, and some razor work. I hope this video helped you guys out and you could take away something from it. Leave me a comment down below and let me know how you guys think the haircut turned out. Make sure you smash that like button if you liked the video, subscribe and turn on your bell notifications. You guys know we drop 3 times a week. And as always, I appreciate everybody that watches my videos, and I'll catch you guys next time.